Welcome to the Blue and Black Attack Podcast. We're hyping up the team in my HOF journey. Subscribe now. We're hyping up the team in my HOF journey. Subscribe now.
Shout out to the greatest to ever do it, Luke Kuechly. Welcome back to the Blue and Black Attack podcast. Welcome back to the Cole Show. Happy Pickle, I hate to call it this, but for the past 2 weeks, I'm going to terrible Thursday because apparently we can't get through Thursday without some tragic, temporary, even though it's just for the year, horrible news for our roster today. Our rookie.
Cole, let me interrupt just a second, my friend. Let's get this real fast, okay?
What you want?
Well, if it worked, what? Why you? Okay, hang on. Let me just do this. Let me just cancel everything, and I'll do it here. There. I don't know if we can see that or not, but
no.
I just want to say, we here at the Blue&Black Attack podcast send our condolences to Jeff Urbright, the defensive coordinator of the Atlanta Falcons, for the passing of his wife, Christina, from cancer, the battle she fought bravely but lost. We here, us NFL fans are often kind of, we love our individual rivals, and the hatred we all show to the division rivals is all fun and games. But, nobody, the word keep pounding was because of cancer and still means that today. So, Jeff, you may not realize this, you may not even hear this, but brother, keep pounding, man. Keep pounding.
Did not see that coming whatsoever. Unfortunately, cancer's touched all of our lives. Most everybody. It's devastated my family as well as others. So that is a very real situation, and we think about him at this time. But back to some Carolina Panthers news. We need to be thought about at this time as well, because we have another damn young player that is out for the season. We're going to get into that. We're going to get into some over and under. Let me give my guys a proper introduction. TZO Skills, my friend. How are you doing this evening?
Man, I can't tell you I'm doing great, but I mean, it's great to see everybody in the chat. And it's good to see you guys. We hadn't got on here and rapped about the Panthers since Monday, so that feels good. But I'm kind of down. I mean, I really like Nic Scourton, and I really like Chris Brazzell, and I'm just not going to get to watch them this year, Cole. I was really looking forward to it.
Right.
Pickle, how are you doing this evening, my friend?
I'm all right. I'm all right. And I'm like Cole. Chris, we lost Scorching, and I tried to keep my head up, and you keep your head up, you keep pounding, Pat was supposed to start last year, got hurt, didn't. Will look pretty good when he was in there. So I thought Pat will start, take care of that issue. Nick, get yourself better and be ready for spit fire vinegar next year. And then we lost Brazzell. At first, it was for 8 games. And I thought, when I figured this all up, I thought, okay, now, if he's only going to be out 8 games, by the end of September, he'll be ready. Or then I thought, now, wait a minute. The bye is week 5. It makes perfect sense to just bring it back after the bye. Everything's rocking and rolling, and we're good. Then we come out today with the news that he's out for the year. So, we got to keep pounding, brother. Because if you can't keep pounding, you got 2 choices. Keep pounding or shut the hell up. Whichever one we got, that's what we got. That's our choices. Keep pounding or shut the hell up and don't say it no more. That's our choices, and unfortunately.
We're not going to go too deep into a conspiracy theory, but as Panther Pickle was saying that, not the anti-me just being an angry fan, but I really am concerned and was thinking about what did the second doctor see on his second opinion that our team or whoever did the first one didn't see, whether he, you know what I'm saying, no, he needed a full recovery and surgery and whatnot instead of just 6-8 weeks like you just said. Deez, how you feeling about that? I'm concerned about that. If we can't evaluate shit correct.
Bro, I so wish you hadn't said that. I mean, it's great to see everybody in the chat. Like, and it's good to see you guys. You know, we hadn't
I didn't think about it so right now.
That sounds like a gigantic red flag, a huge red flag. You know what I mean? Man, we got investigated by NFLPA this week. It was not a good week for the Panthers.
No.
We haven't even had a full week of practice. We were off today. And we got 2 down for the season. Like stars, guys that we were looking to really see grow and develop. And now, the second evaluation. They always get a second opinion. And you should too. That's good advice. Get a second opinion from a doctor before you get any major work done for sure. And look how it turned out, Pickle.
Yeah, and you know what, my friends? I can't help but say this. It's all has to do with promoting David Moore to a position he can't handle. That's all this has to do with. David Moore wants to be promoted.
D-Money come back.
D-Money.
Give you the keys.
Yeah.
You drop back out. You'll get it as soon as you come back, D-Money.
Yeah. Drop back. See, he didn't like what I said about David Moore.
There he is. D-Money.
There you are, bro.
Keys, my friend. How you doing this season? Welcome back.
D-Money at work, so we often let him speak his mind.
Yeah, we'll let him go ahead and get us hyped up, and we can carry on the rest of the episode. Now we can hear you, D-Money. What's up, brother?
Yo, what's going on, family? Me, myself.
How are you, sir?
I'm okay. I mean, I think I'm down because everybody else is down. Because for me, I came into this training camp very simply under the mindset that something along this line could happen. And mainly, now to say what player, where it was going to impact, no, I wasn't there. But when has the Carolina Panthers ever really came unscathed out of a training camp? Some training camps are more severe than others. I think this one stings a little bit because you just got players people want to see, players that people are excited for. You know, people that obviously there was game plans that were being directed around them to set up different things, having McMillan in certain situations in the slot for certain things because of plans they were making, or different pass rush schemes and thoughts they had going on with Nic Scourton. And I get all of that. But for me, I see the bright side of it all. And I mean, nobody really wants to hear it when it's this fresh. And I get it. But let's be honest. When has it ever been easy? It's never been easy. Never. Some of these franchises make it look easy. Cam and them in 2015, they made it look easy. But if you go back and you talk to them about it, that was probably one of the hardest seasons they had to endure. And they had their training camp where everybody thought the sky was falling type of situation when Benjamin went down, correct? I think that was that year. Like everybody, the poor Bengals, they just lost an aspiring young defensive line piece. These things are happening, and unfortunately, the Panthers don't have some kind of book, some kind of bubble, some kind of place that they can go that can help them escape from the injuries that come within it. You also got to remember that this is not ballet. This is not gymnastics. These are large, massive men that are almost half mutant, running across a field at fast speeds and with such torque and strength that this is going to happen. For me personally, my heart goes out to every single one of those players, but this gives them an opportunity to learn more of the mental aspect of the game. So for me, I can look into the future that we're not just going to have freakishly athletic dudes. We're going to have smarter, freakishly athletic dudes. But the thing that we need to take the most peace and the most solace in is that now the door of opportunity opens even wider for so many hungry individuals. Now there's more individuals that have to step up in that wide receivers room. There's more people that have to step up in the edge rushing room. There's so many things now that people who was wanting this responsibility but didn't have the chance because the talent ahead of them was at least significantly greater than them. now have the opportunity to show us, show the front office, show the NFL who they are. And like they always talking about a beautiful time to put something on film, put something on film. Well, now there's such great opportunities for guys to put things on film that this preseason now is even more exciting because see now these guys have to pull together even more. They got to forge through this like together. It now becomes a battle of surviving and not just surviving for your own preservation but for the preservation of the whole team. So we are now at a point where now our back is against the wall. And I'm gonna tell you now, I like the situations when our back is against the wall early than catching these curveballs later. And if there's anything that they can look at from this and learn from and grow from, that maybe we can limit these injuries or we can take different approaches, I'm more welcome to it. But I can't hang my head down today because as just as much as we celebrated this team, we also yelled to the top of the lungs of how much depth we had and how much of a good problem it is. So I'm not going to sit back now because we've had some brothers fall in this journey that we can't still accomplish the goals that we set forth to do, which is one to be back to back to back to how many backs that we can back division champions while we're in this thing. More playoff runs, more success, more team success, more individual success. Coordinators leaving because they're getting hired because of how successful we are. New ones coming in and adding more wrinkles that we can become even greater. The mission hasn't changed, the vision hasn't changed. But like I always say when it comes to situations like this, you can't make a good omelet without cracking some eggs. And if you ain't with us now, you ain't welcome to the parade. He, town.
Appreciate you, D Money. Appreciate y'all in the chat. Y'all are getting it right now. A lot of good logic. Shout out everybody in there. Earl, Anthony, Michael, Panther Gal. I see all y'all. Prowling veteran. He said next man up way earlier. I saw that too, brother. That's where we're at right now.
That's it. That's it. And we got some good next men's up, y'all.
We do.
I was thinking, when Calvin Benjamin went down in 2015, everybody, and I'm talking a wide many people said, we are screwed this year. Yeah, you got Greg Olson, but as far as wide receiver, you got Ted Ginn Jr., a failed wide receiver, can only do returns. You got Philly Brown, undrafted rookie that looks okay, but nowhere near ready to start. And an old man, Jericho Cotchery, and a rookie named Devin Funches. We are fucked. We are royally fucked. That's what everybody said. We were lost for the year. Guess what we did, y'all? We went to the freaking Super Bowl.
We won the NFC.
We did. Now, we had Cam Newton, physically gifted Superman. But, that being said, the season ain't over. And what do you think they would say if you could get Nic Scourton on social media to look at the fans and say, you're out, season's over? What do you think Chris Brazzell would say? And him knowing the heart and the soul of the Panthers because he grew up a Panther fan, when we said the season's out because one guy got hurt. They wouldn't like that shit. So we need to stop thinking that everything's out. Next man up. So let's talk briefly, there's a different wide receiver making plays. A young guy, I think he was undrafted last year, but on the practice squad this year. I don't even know his name. I can't even pronounce his name if I did.
Somebody just got signed, didn't they?
Yeah,
we've literally walking around in the hallway in the hospital. I saw we signed.
Well, yeah, we signed a few people. We signed a Casey Washington, 6th round pick of the Atlanta Falcons last year, and we signed Gabriel Beniard. But you got to think Jasmine Reed is making play after play after play in camp, y'all. He is this year's Jalen Coker. He's making play after play after play in camp. He's pushing for a roster spot real hard. With Brazzell out, he might get that, we got Tedero McMillan, Xavier Getz making play after play, and Xavier Lex turning his career around. You still got Jalen Coker out there. Jimmy Horn Jr. starting to make waves in camp. John Michie's done nothing but catch balls. And you still got Bryson Tremaine out there. David Moore, he's going to make the roster. Then you got Desmond Reed. So it's still a stacked wide receiver room that we're going down with. I love what I'm hearing from Patrick Jones. He's had some great plays, which Princely seems to be the best pass rusher on the teams. And by the way, Jalen Phillips was asked who's the best pass rusher on the team, and he said, without a doubt, Princely.
He did. He said that pretty quickly without thought, too.
And that told me yes, sir. That told me that while we may not see it, Princely has a very bright future, and it would do no good to leave him riding the bench. So that man needs to play. This is an opportunity he can play. And who knows, y'all, next year we might be crying. We might be debating who starts. Princely, you mean Princely, or
you tried. You did good.
Or Nic Scourton. That might be the talk of the camp next year. Who starts in those two positions? Who beats each other to start? So, we don't have anything at all to feel down about. Our offensive tackles, even though they're technically our third and fourth offensive tackle, Rashad Walker and Monroe Fielding, are looking pretty good out there. Monroe Fieldings has in camp right now with pads on. He's took on every pass rusher we got and it's pretty much dominated and really looked good. So there's a lot of bright things to talk about. Bryce Young's just kicking the defense's ass one day after another. It's really, really exciting. I can't hardly wait till next week. Even though I got to keep my patience under control, Dees and Cole, because, I might get excited about the game next week, but Bryce ain't playing next week. And most of the starters I just named ain't playing next week. So, but come regular season, we should still have a really good team going.
How you feeling about that, Diesel Skills?
No, we're going to watch Haynes King next week, and Luke Kuechly goes into the Hall of Fame literally 1 week from today. Now, it's really exciting what we got going on next week as Panthers fans.
Absolutely.
Bryce Young, absolutely. Like you were saying, Pickle, Bryce Young's been putting it on the defense, just stomping them. Even JC had to get up and admit it. What do you say? We got our ass kicked out there?
Yes, we can. He said, we getting our ass kicked out there. And that says something.
Bryce Young, willing and dealing, going into a contract season, that's going to make you feel better about the Panthers and the Panthers' future, right?
Yeah, it makes you throw out questions. Ivaro, what are you doing, bro? But tomorrow is training. It's Fan Fest. Y'all, I'm gonna try to find a video that I want to pull up here if I can find it.
Like a promo for Fan Fest. They had some good ones. Go ahead.
While he's doing that, Deez, I don't want to jinx him, but it's nice to see that everybody. Well, I can't even say everybody because that is a damn lie. But a lot of people are talking good about Xavier right now. And if he comes out here and he makes some plays and shows that should have been his number 3 spot the entire time, that would be what's in the best interest of this team right now.
Brother, I think they're planning on XL getting some time on the outside, man. With what they're talking about, putting T-Mac in the slot. I think they're going to let XL play on the outside some this year. From what I'm hearing, and him catching these big plays as they're described by these reporters, we didn't get to see clips of it. Not all of it, some of it, but not all of it. So I feel like they're running him on the outside some. I really do. And that could mean some big gains from him if he's locked in and focused. And it really seems like he is. And every account that we've heard of, XL is locked in and focused. He looks great. He's lighter. He's faster. But at the same time, he's stronger and healthier too. Because he did miss some time last season. So that was a good point in the chat as well.
Y'all listen to Dave Canales real closely. Tell me what you hear. So.
Go ahead.
Fan Fest Friday night, 7:30. A great event. The last couple of years, there's been a really great showing there. And we try to simulate a game as much as possible, and I love that. It's a challenge on me to try to make sure I throw different situations at guys, place the ball in different spots. We'll have special teams, There'll be a couple of, trick plays on offense, on special teams, some things that we've been kind of, cooking up in secret, not telling the other side about it. So the defense has some pressures that they got up their sleeve as well. So just a couple of things to, to keep it exciting, and hope that if anybody's listening, comes out and supports. It's going to be a lot of fun. Chris?
All right, Pickle. And I can 100,000% say this is true, and so can y'all, because I sat beside both of you while we were at this last year. There were times where that did feel like a real game. It was intense. There was some hitting. There was some running. And they tried to cut it loose. There was trick plays. So really everything Dave just said is what I saw in person last year. So I can't deny any of it. How you feel about that?
I would bet will be there at the stadium. Yeah, absolutely. And I thought it was interesting. He said the defense has got some surprise blitzes they're going to bring, and they've got some trick plays they're going to do. And I'm not going to be there, and I would love to show some clips. I'm planning to show some clips on D Money Show tomorrow if we can. That's going to be a touchy situation if they'll let me, if I can, if they're available, stuff like that. So just have to wait and see D Money Show tomorrow. Y'all pay attention to that. What else we got, Cole?
Oh, I can tell you this, my friend. We got your show next week. I'm sure we're going to have some Invader stuff going on as well. But this is the last Thursday of the Cole Show when we do not have some actual Panthers football to talk about. We are going live next week. I don't know what we're doing. I don't know if we're going to be on air at the beginning of it and kind of just talk about it as it goes through. We'll make our decisions with that, D's, but I'm very, very, very excited about my show next Thursday when we got some football to watch.
Oh, no, it's really exciting. It seriously is. And one of the things that we're going to see is the bottom of this roster when we have that show next week or after the show, as we all watch the first game of the 2026 season, the first preseason game, Panthers versus Cardinals in Canton, Ohio, where Luke Kuechly gets enshrined. And we'll have a better idea about how we feel about the bottom of this roster. People want to know about A.J. Dillon. People want to know about the wide receiver room and some of the guys, Anaya Smith and others that are down towards the bottom. And should they be on this roster? Me and Pickle have been dying to see Haynes King play for the Panthers. He hasn't really been lighting it up this week in practice, but even Kenny Pickett got hot. We were saying one day how bad Kenny Pickett was. Turned around the next day, and Kenny Pickett had a great day. So we don't know what we've got there. We'll see him play some Thursday as well for your show. So it's a landmark show and a milestone show in a lot of ways for you, Cole. I'm excited that I get to be with you on that and that special day, the enshrinement of Luke Kuechly. I mean, we know that is – if you're a Panthers fan, you are a massive fan of Luke Kuechly. So it's a special moment for us.
All of us.
We had Sam Mills, and then we had Julius Peppers, and now we get to celebrate Luke. Man, it's so exciting. And then he got that Netflix deal this week too. That shocked me when I heard that the other day.
Talking about that.
Yeah, he's got like 3 huge games this year.
He's got the first game. I believe he's got the Friday night game.
Week 1 in Australia, I think it was, or New Zealand or something. I can't remember what it was.
It's not the entire season, D's, which is perfect because he still is going to do some stuff for the Panthers.
His radio show.
Anybody that's worried about that. No, I'm talking about like game day stuff. I think he's still going to do radio or TV, whatever the hell he was doing.
Right.
He's doing so much right now. But he's still going to be, working. I guess you could call it working for the Panthers, producing for the Panthers.
Netflix is big stuff, though. Those are big games for the NFL.
Monster. I heard he aced his tryout. I didn't hear too much about it, but you can only imagine once you get him in that environment and set up a simulation, he's going to be ready for that shit. So
yeah, bro, he watches film. He watches film.
We can't concur that Luke knows ball. I promise you that.
Oh, and he spent that time with Nic Scourton too, like last week or the week before. No, not Scourton, Devin Lloyd. Devin Lloyd and him sat down and had that 45-minute conversation watching film. Dude, you know how nervous I would be to talk ball with Luke Kuechly watching film? I'd be so nervous. There's no way I could do it.
He's got the best mentor you could possibly have right now. I'm so excited to see what Devin's about to bring to this defense. It's going to be something we haven't seen in a long time, people. Very excited about Devin Lloyd.
Right. And I heard y'all talk about Luke on Netflix. That's pretty exciting. I really like that, and Greg's still going to do his Fox thing.
Mm-hmm.
Luke's going to be on Netflix, and there's somebody else doing something.
I'm sure Trey Boston, Thomas Davis, Stewie, all of them, they'll be doing something.
Right. Steve Smith. Steve Smith will actually show up a lot more on ESPN. NFL Network didn't use him all that much, but we know he was going through some personal issues. Well, ESPN has let him know that his view on TV is going to increase. So you'll see him on NFL Live. You'll see him on a lot of your ESPN shows that you watch. I don't have ESPN, so I don't watch the stuff. But you're going to see Steve Smith on there a lot, and that's a lot of output for the for the Carolina Panthers-Stars, as it was.
Can't wait. All right. Before we get into our over-unders, any other Panther coverage news we need to talk about?
Yeah, I got you.
What you got, my friend?
Yeah, Pickle led me right into this, talking about the stars at practice. We had Brenton Buckner out there. We had Chad Ochocinco back here in town cheering for the Panthers. Yeah, he played for the Bengals. That's okay. He cheers for the Panthers. That's
he is
fine.
A fan of the Carolina Panthers.
Yes, sir. And he was hanging out with Steve Smith that was at practice too. And Chad has been a big mentor this offseason for XL. And XL is having a great training camp by all accounts. Or by most accounts. There's a few that probably don't think he's having a great training camp, but most do. Right. So it's exciting that Chad was there. And remember, you got that photo of him and Bryce and T-Mac together. That's a great photo. I love that. There's some good shots of Chad with the players and stuff. I just wanted to bring it up because of his connection with XL and the fact that he's a closet Panthers fan. So
no, he's an open.
He's an open Panthers fan.
He's an open Panthers.
He's an open Panthers fan.
He's very open about it on social media, folks. He absolutely is. He loves Charlotte. He loves the entire organization. He loves the players. He likes to talk junk to J.C. Horn.
Did y'all watch his interview with Sheena?
Yeah, I watched that when that fight started, and he was boxing.
That's what stood out to me. The reason he said he likes the Panthers, he said he likes Bryce Young. He likes the things that we've done and are doing to build around him, and it gravitated him mostly towards us. So he's a Panthers fan. Cool as hell. I ain't got no problem with that reasoning whatsoever.
No, sir.
That's a good thing to know. All right, are we ready to get into some over/under? We got 3, 6. We got about 10 teams. We're going to go over them, then we're going to get the hell out of here. We're going to have a good night. Get on to V-Money Show on Friday. Unfortunately, the first team on our list tonight, undoubtedly, is probably the team in this league that I hate the most. Our division rivals. A team that we will see twice. A team that had our number last year that really pisses me off. This is a team that we need to sweep this year. The New Orleans Saints are listed as 7.5 wins on this metric right here. How are you feeling about that, D? Do you think that's going to go over or under?
I think they're on it.
They're right there on it?
I think they're dead on it, man. I'd pick the Saints at 7.5 for sure. That is the number. Either they're going to win 7 or they're going to win 8, one or the other. That's tough, man. We've heard a lot of bad news for the Bucks, and we've heard a lot of bad news for the Falcons. Like, them two guys they're really having trouble. Like, we feel bad with what our team is persevering through, but those teams are going through worse stuff than we are for sure. But the Saints
are too. No, they are. Do you know who they lost today?
Who'd they get hit with? I can't remember who it was.
Their best defensive lineman. Yeah.
Really?
Yep. Tore his ACL too, I believe.
He tore his ACL.
Yeah. What is his name? I am drawing a massive.
Breesley.
It is Breesy. Brian Breesy.
I knew I saw something.
I'm going to interrupt y'all. I got to show
Go
you
ahead.
this, y'all.
What is it?
And I'm not going to show you the video. I just want to.
I saw this shit.
I want y'all to look at that, guys. Look, you know what? That's Princey. I want you to look at them guns on that man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he's in good shape.
That's not a small human being whatsoever.
I mean, and that man put them hands on Princey. That man lucky to be alive. You know that?
See, it's funny that you watched
He
him.
lucky to be alive.
I watched that video of him. He was giving him like the pat. He was doing like good job. He wasn't like chilling with it on there.
Right.
It's funny. That's a funny picture. Princey's like, what the hell are you doing? He's like, you are one weirdo ass dude.
Yeah. You better be lucky. Better be lucky that my team needs me right now.
Well, we do.
I think that is a devastating. Getting back to it, I think that's going to be a devastating injury for the Saints across their defense.
Oh, it is. It is.
I feel like that's their best one. So that's going to be a problem for them.
Right. Their depth isn't really all that strong on their defensive line. As a whole, you know, they're switching to a 3-4 defense. So their depth is not that good at all. You know, they have you know, he's their end, you know. I mean, they have Vernon Broughton, a Chasen Miller, and a John Ridgway behind that. I mean, it's just their depth is not at all strong on their defensive line. It really isn't. You know, I know Saints fans is kicking and screaming and saying, everybody says we're going to win division. Everybody said we're going to do great. Yeah, but everybody's counting on your quarterback and your running back to lead you into glory. I don't think so. Because let me tell you what, Saint fans, and you can take this any damn way you want to. Last year, we held back because we believed that your quarterback got hurt. Next year, we ain't going to. Next year, when he does that fake slide, that hit's going to be real. And what happens, happens. Keep pounding, if you know what I mean.
Pickle, it sounds like you're going under on the 7.5. Is that what I'm hearing?
Yes, I am.
I'm going right on that train with you. D's, I am going to be honest. Without that injury today, for him being out for the season, I would be more comfortable in going with the 8, maybe. I don't see this working out in their favor at all.
Right.
And let's certainly welcome for their misery over here, Panther Pickle.
Right. And let's remember, they haven't put pads on yet.
No.
Their training camp just started.
No, totally random, but I want to speak on that since we're doing injuries. Another person that I want to shout out personally is the Cincinnati Bengals rookie. I'm going to call him the star edge rusher because I think he has great potential. Shamar Stewart had one of the ugliest injuries I have seen. His leg twisted in ways that it should not ever be. I've never seen a leg do that, and it's going to be a very long and extensive injury return for him. So I'm giving him a lot of prayers because he's definitely going to need that. Next team, we're going to move it over to the NFC East. The win number is the same at 7.5. This is going to be a very tough team and a very tough division to pick. John Harbaugh probably gave the most weird and awkward opening interview that I've ever seen for a coach in front of the New York Giants. Please go and watch that if you haven't already. I randomly saw it today, and it was absolutely terrible. Skills, they have the New York Football Giants at 7.5 wins this season. You going over or under that, my friend?
Oh, that's tough. I guess it's.
The rest of them's not going to be good. Like, it's going to be tough. The rest of the list, I ain't going to lie.
I guess it's how much do you believe in the rest of that division, right?
Yeah.
Cowboys are loaded.
Pick, yes.
Cowboys are loaded and always good in the regular season. Dan Quinn's job's on the line. We know that. They need to respond big time from last year. And then Sirianni always has a pretty good crew from the Eagles. Let's see. Let me go over on this one. I think the Giants can get 8. I think
nice
that division every year, Cole, is absolute bloodbath. It's like 1-1 all the way across the board. You know what I mean? It seems how it goes back and forth in that division a lot. So let me go with the over on this one. I think John's probably a really good coach to bring into New York at this point, considering everything that they've went through. I think if you just stick the path with John, you're going to be all right in the end. And hopefully the owner sees that. And if not, well, we'll just have more New York football giants to watch, which has been hideous over the last several seasons. So I think they can get it together with Harbaugh there. I like it.
Pickle, how are you feeling about that, my friend?
I think I'm going to go over, slightly over, and not much over. Their biggest question, the Giants' biggest question is, can they keep Jackson Dart healthy? Can they keep Jackson Dart from running and hurting himself? That's their biggest question.
That's what I was going to.
They've got good running backs. They got a couple good receivers I like. The defense, I mean, they've got a good defense as far as front seven. Again, it boils down to the fact, can they keep Jackson Dart from hurting himself? That has D-Money. D-Money, what do you think, brother?
Football Giants, D-Money, 7.5 wins. You like the over or under? You think it's going to be 8? Or you think it's going to be
I have to take the under. And the reason why I got to take the under is until otherwise shown is Philly's division for one. But then, two, Dallas has improved and made major steps. Washington had a lot of injuries last year, so they should be slightly better than they were last year. And the Giants' offensive line is just really not good enough, I think, to really deal with the grind of the NFC East, not even just the full regular season. That's just mainly the reason. I just don't think that the offensive line can hold up, that they could play productive football consistently. And the NFC East is always traditionally a tough division, so I take the under.
It is. I'm actually going to go over, and D, I'm not going to hold this against you because I did not know this literally until right then. They did finally make a serious investment in their offensive line. They can't pronounce his last name correctly, but you know who I'm going to talk about. Big Francis from Miami. 6'6", 335. He was a tackle. They moved him inside to guard from what I'm looking at right here. I think that's going to be a good positive piece for them. As far as the rest of that offense, Pickle, you hit it right on the head with Jackson Dart's health. I'm concerned about Malik Neighbors' health as well. If he's healthy, that completely changes everything. They do have some nice pieces, like you said. They got Mooney. Isaiah Likely's over there. I'm not sure. Andrew Thomas is a pretty solid lineman. I don't know what his age is looking like these days. Defense, they're okay. They're really not bad. I might overrate him, but I'm a huge Tremaine Edmonds fan. I always have been. Arvell Reese is really good out of Ohio State. Of course, our friend Byron Burns is still over there. You still got Abdul Carter, and then Javon Holland's a pretty good player, in my opinion, in the back end. Going to be very hard, and they're probably right all over this number, but I think I'm probably going to go over, probably right at 8. But it's not going to be a tremendous season.
I know they was in shorts yesterday, but from what I saw of some of the identical routes that OBJ and Neighbors ran, they look good with the cuts. If Neighbors isn't 100%, he's not far away from it, to be quite honest with you.
Yep. Because they were up and down. I've heard conflicting reports on that, so I don't even know what's up with him, Pickle. I've heard out for a while. I'm out for a month.
I've been watching throughout the week different teams' podcasts, just randomly while I'm at work, trying to get a feel of just what the league is looking like right now. And yesterday was the first day that the Giants was really out there running any drills. And it's just from what I could see, he looked like he cut well. And even with OBJ, they was really excited about that because, you know, he's came off of those Achilles injuries also. And both of them were making good, clean cuts and look fast or whatever. Just from what I saw with a couple of clips that one podcast had, like I said, I wouldn't say he looks 100%, but he's close, man. He's close.
That's good.
Well,
he's a hell of a player.
Let's all remember Matt Nagy is your OC.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
I have to say a bad thing. You remember the Bears?
Yeah, with the Bears, it was a bad thing. With the
Chiefs.
with the Kansas City Chiefs, with Andy Reid breathing up down his neck, it was a good thing.
Yeah, as long as he had
Andy
adult
Reid ain't going to be
supervision.
breathing down his neck. So
if he all right, I'm gonna play a weird card right here. So if he has a good season calling plays for them, and DJ Moore has an outstanding year in Buffalo, is Caleb Williams a problem?
Huh?
For the Bears, right?
Well,
When
what?
Nagy called play for the Bears, was he on there with Fields?
Oh no, he wasn't. No,
Okay,
he
all right.
wasn't over there.
Then my hypothetical
He
conspiracy
was
theory
back
is
there
not
with
gonna work.
Trubisky.
He was with Trubisky. That makes a lot more sense now. Okay.
I think he had Fields. I think he had Fields for a year, and then Martz took him. Didn't it? Was something like that one.
Mike Martz did go back over there. Didn't
No, Mark. I don't think Mike Martz has been in football. I'll look this up.
he? Y'all getting deep now. Y'all dropping some names on me. All right. So yeah, I said it was going to be over. Okay. Let's keep it right in the great state of New York, my friends. We're going to switch it over to the AFC East, though. We're going to drop this win total. They're really not expecting much from the lowly New York Jets.
Clan Doyle.
Who was Doyle?
He was the OC for the Bears last year, but he didn't call plays.
I don't know who the hell that is. You think the Jets can win more than 5?
He's a current offensive coordinator for the Minnesota or for the Ravens now, but he's never called plays before.
What? Oh yeah, I forgot Harbaugh left, so they've got a whole new regime there.
Right.
Switch me over to the Jets, Pickle. They got them at 5.5.
Right.
You think they can get to 6, or you think they're under that? I feel like the Jets are going to be pretty
6.5.
No, they have it at 5.5, so you would have to choose 6 if you did the other.
I think they're going to go over. I really do.
Gonna miss 6 or more. I don't even know who's over there. Diesel Skills, how are you feeling about them? I'm sure they're not going to be too special.
Under. Because Frank, yes, slam it.
Oh, God, I forgot what
Frank Reich is an offensive coordinator.
So go down.
I don't know what Pickle's doing.
I forgot.
I forgot it too.
I forgot Frank Wright was their OC. My bad.
Wish you nothing but the worst, Mr. Wright. I'm very, very sorry. You're going under 5.5. D-Money, you got any hope for them? You think they can get to 6, or are you going under?
Really, to tell you the truth, I don't think it's possible that they can get to 6. Because, once again, they're in a division that already has 2 strong teams. That I have my doubt that they'll upset and get at least one game off of either one of them, which is New England or Buffalo, right? And even though Miami is now in a stall state and is not really moving forward or anything of that nature, it's not even guaranteed for the Jets that they can win the games against Miami. So you're already saying, I'm already saying right now within the division, they could possibly go 0-6, probably 1-5 at best. So then you would have to rely on at least 5 more wins in the non-conference schedule. And I don't know that many teams that are worse than the New York Jets that I could hang my hat on that they would get those victories. I mean, Geno's back. I don't see that moving the needle. The offensive line, they tried to tool it, but that thing is still broken. I mean, they don't have a secondary at this point. And on that defensive line, I think Will McDonald's about the best piece that they have going for them. I know Aaron Glenn is now taking over the responsibility of calling the defense. And I don't even know how good that is when he didn't do really a great job overseeing the whole team. And now he's just focusing on defense. I don't even, and you saying Reich is the offense, which means Reich has control of the offense. That would be what we would be saying. No, I don't see it. Really, to be quite honest, I think that they should shake each other's hand if they get 3 wins, to be quite honest. I think that's a successful season. I just don't think they have the pieces or the weaponry to really move any needles whatsoever.
I don't have anything positive to say about them. I really don't. It's going to be a long season for them. I'm going to hammer the under. All right, the next team. Let's go from my absolute worst team in the league to one of the favorites in the NFC. Tough division, a very high over and under number. Not sure if they can get to it, but honestly, Vegas is probably right on over this. D Money, I'm gonna start with you, and then we'll swing it around. Philadelphia Eagles are at 10.5. You think they can get to 11, or are they going to be under?
They're gonna be under, but they're just gonna miss it. I really look at Philly as like a 10-win team this season. And I just think because I do think that the NFC East is going to be a little more competitive this year than it has been past years for Philadelphia. So yeah, there's going to be some games dropped that maybe they wouldn't have dropped a year or two ago and so forth. So like when I think Philly, I think 10 games. I think 10 games is where they're at. I wouldn't be surprised if they went over. I mean, Philly's been really successful as of late. But me looking at it, I think 10 wins is really is a good safe spot for Philly right now.
Solid number for them. Deeds, how are you feeling about it, my friend?
I wouldn't bet the farm on it, Cole, but if you wanted to take a flyer and bet a little bit of money on the over on Phillies, I'd be willing to do it just because I feel like they're a little more stable than the other teams in their division. Some of those teams, like the Giants, are just kind of getting things together, just getting some discipline, just getting started. So I would like the over on them. I know they probably got a tough schedule. They've been playing in prime time. They're used to these big moments. They're up for the challenge. And their home field advantage is like no other in a lot of ways. It's a rough place to play in out there in Philly. So you don't see any opposing teams' fans too much. Those guys are rough and tough up there in Philly. I a little bit on the over if you wanted to take a flyer on them, Cole.
Panther Pickle.
Over.
Philadelphia Eagles, how you feeling about them?
Over. I think they passed the ball a lot more this year than they did last year. But they're due for a collapse, but I don't think it's going to happen this year. I think they're good. I'm gonna go over.
D, I don't want to leave you by yourself, and I really do not like Philly. I never have since way back. I did respect McNabb. I did like when Vic was there. It had some nice moments, but it's just an organization I have never pulled for. But for right now, I got to go over. I think 11 is probably going to be the sweet spot for them. I love the way the defense is constructed. Of course, you've got Saquon. If Hurts can keep it together, and then they throw the ball down the field and bring that element to the offense like Pickle was talking about, that could probably make them even more dangerous. But I could see a world where they don't make it as well. But I'm going to say with the over. All right, let's stay right in the same state, ladies and gentlemen. This is an AFC North team. I don't know how I feel about this number. The Pittsburgh Steelers. Panther Pickle. 8.5 for them. You think they can get to 9, or are you going under?
Oh, under. Brett Favre. Aaron Rodgers has already said. Yeah, Aaron Rodgers has already said this is absolutely his last year. They've got a new coach. It's an offensive style coach. I like McCarthy, but I just don't think they've got enough talent to win a lot of games. I mean, their division. I mean, granted, I'll be honest with you. Their division is people may not like this, but their division's a wreck. I don't think the Ravens are as good as people think they are. The Bengals are who the Bengals are. They may have a good offense, but it's still a cheap organization, and I don't have any guarantee they're going to stay healthy. And I don't even remember who's the other team in their division, to be honest. So
you got Cleveland, Baltimore.
Well, they used to have a conversation about Cleveland. Cleveland is barely NFL qualified.
That is funny to me. D Money, 8.5.
I think Ohio State would beat Cleveland.
I'm taking the over, my friend.
Why are you feeling like this?
One, Rodgers already knows McCarthy's system. Okay. Second year of Rodgers being acclimated in Pittsburgh or whatever, right? You don't just give Aaron Rodgers daggone DK Metcalf, but you also give him Michael Pittman. You don't also just have Jalen Warren in the backfield. You have Rico Dowdell coming over there to give them some production out there in that backfield. Pittsburgh's offensive line might not be that traditional offensive line from where they had success in the past, but that's still not an offensive line to sneeze at, to be quite honest with you. The questions and concerns will be on the defensive end, where Pittsburgh, I feel, might lose games, might come if they do have to be in a situation of a shootout and so forth, because I just don't know if their defense can really hold. Been injury plagued amongst that defense also. But then, like, to the point of the division, okay, I do think that the Cleveland Browns will upset some people, right? But they're still not going to do enough to shake that division, okay? Then we take Baltimore. I still think Baltimore will be a good football team. But with the new staff, adjustments having to be made and everything else, you don't know how long before it's going to start cooking. And the last couple of years, the injury bug has hit them at the most unopportune time for them. So I'm not sold on Baltimore. And then Cincinnati, to me, to be quite honest, is the only team that you might would put better because of how prolific of an offense that they have. But let's be quite honest, that defense is still not where it needs to be. So that leaves the door that if Pittsburgh can secure non-division games and can win some of them, I really feel that they can come out of top of the AFC North this year. It's not because I believe Aaron Rodgers is still got it, but I think the familiarity and with McCarthy knowing Rodgers, knowing like what the moods, just knowing Aaron because they spent so much time together. I think that chemistry is going to help with the chemistry of that offensive unit. I'm taking the over, my friend.
Like it. D's, where you at with it?
I'm right here with D Money. I'm taking the over on Pittsburgh too. And my reason, and the only reason I'm going to give Cole, is because of Rico Dowdle. I mean, look at the amazing season he had for the Panthers last year. What was it, 3 games of 200 yards rushing or something close to that? That's insane. I know he trailed off towards the end of the season, and Chuba really started to get his carries back. But in a lot of ways, to me, that was understandable considering the load that the guy was carrying. I mean, we were going to Rico constantly, whether it was in the passing game or in the running game. He had some really, really fantastic NFL games for us, and only some of the greats like Adrian Peterson and others can equate those kind of stats in one season where multiple 200-yard rushing games. So I think Rico really does help Pittsburgh more than people may believe right now. I believe in Rico still, and he's a guy from South Carolina, really cool guy. And I was just glad he got to stay here with us last year. I understand why the Panthers didn't re-sign him, but I think he really does help Pittsburgh this year. Cole.
This could really blow up in my face saying this, my friends, but I'm going to say it anyway. I'm going to play, not even conspiracy, I don't know the right word I want to use for this. I guess I'm going to lean into the story. Aaron Rodgers has got to have one more good season left in him. I think he has to leave on a good note. I'm not calling a deep playoff run. I'm not calling a Super Bowl. I just like him somewhere around 9 or 10. I think he's going to have a nice season one more time. Like D Money said, and shout out to him. We know he's working. Appreciate him always coming through and giving us some time. But I think 9 or 10 is a good number for them. Pickle was right with the Browns. They're pretty washed. Maybe they can get one away from the Baltimore Ravens, maybe 2. Since he is what they are, you never know what you're going to get with them. So that's really a tough division. That's one of the toughest divisions. In football. I hate trying to decide what's going to go on with those teams. But we'll move on. We got about 5 more teams, and then we'll rock out. We're getting ready to move over to probably the toughest division in football, in my opinion, because you got 2 teams right here with double-digit predicted wins. We're going to move all the way out to the NFC West. Pickle, they got the damn San Francisco 49ers at 10.5 wins. You think they can get to 11, or are they going to be under that?
Oh.
Tough call. The rest of this list is going to be tough.
No, not in the division they're in.
I don't think so either. It's too tough.
Not with the division they're in.
Too tough. Deez, how you feeling about it?
Same as Pickle, Cole. They're going to be under. They're not going to get that many wins, man. It's just stuff has gone wrong for them year after year after year. The wheels fall off of that thing at the end of the season, over and over and over, and we have to watch it every year on prime time because the NFL pushes them. And I don't believe it.
Even during training camp, they lost their head coach to a car accident.
And he's still not right. He's having concussion symptoms, Pickle.
No, he's been having
I've been
concussions.
listening to way too much shit about that too. There's been all kind of conflicting reports and false reporting coming out about that. That's not over with. That could become a situation.
No,
what I'm hearing is true. I think we're right on it. We're pretty warm with this. We know what type of division that is, and I think this was why the Seattle Seahawks boys, they are also at 10.5 wins, a very tough division. I don't think I can give them 11 wins either. How are y'all feeling about that? Do you think it'll be under or over at 10.5?
Over. That defense is unstoppable. I don't know of the major changes that's taken place in the Seattle defense this offseason. I'm sure there's been some moves made, but they were so good last year, Cole. I'm not going to get on here and tell you right now without watching anything in 2026 that I don't believe in that Seattle defense. I think it carries them just like it did last year, man, to the over.
Pickle, you with that, or are you feeling different?
No, I'm going to agree. I mean, yeah, they lost their OC, and but they do have Brian Florio, another OC. He's going to run their exact same system they were running before, but the strength of their team is their defense. So I don't see it. And I mean, they lost their key running back, but then of course they got Zach Charbonnet, and they've got some good running backs themselves. So I think they'll be just fine.
I don't want to give Sam Darnold credit for shit. I do not like Sam Darnold. I will hate Sam Darnold to the day I die. I'm probably overreacting too hard on that man, but I am not going to give them 10.5 wins. I will give them 10. So that does kind of sound ridiculous because I do know they're going to have a really good season. 10 will probably still put them in the contention to win the division. We don't know what the Rams are going to do. It's just, God, it's just such a high chance that division just cannibalizing each other.
If Sam Darnold wins another Super Bowl,
I'm going to have a problem.
Are you going to wear a Sam Darnold jersey?
No. Got a better chance of watching me piss on one on live stream.
I might would if somebody'd buy it for me, but I'm not wasting my money on it.
Yeah. I don't need no Sam Darnold jersey around me. If that happens, Bryce Young will start throwing interceptions. I'm good. Let's switch it over. We're almost done. 3 more to go. This team, D's, we are very, very, very familiar with down south.
Thank you, Michael. They also lost the receiver.
That's very true.
He's on the West Coast. He gets that news more than we do. I thought it was funny he put that comment.
But
he does keep us locked in on the West
they
Coast.
still, I mean, they still got Rashid Shaheed, Cooper Kupp, and Jackson Smith, and that guy.
Yeah, he's a good player. I don't like this number for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, boys. They got them down at 8.5. I don't know if they can get to 7, especially if Baker walks out for some reason. He don't want to play there no more.
Well, and Vita
Vea. Your list was made long before this recent information happened.
It's interesting.
I'm going to I'm going to go under. I'm going to go way under.
No Mike Evans either.
I think it's a race to see who is bottom feeders in this division.
Thank you. I don't think it's
Atlanta.
I have a strong feeling Tampa might even be shittier than Atlanta is if it keeps trending in this direction.
Well, I mean, here's the question you got to ask, and I heard this on XM radio, or I didn't even really concentrate on this. There are a lot of talks that
I think they're going for
Todd Bowles could be on the hot seat. But I'm gonna throw this. I'm gonna throw this little tidbit out there. You are the Tampa Bay owners, Diesel Skills, and your head coach and your head coach brings to your attention and your GM that they want to sign Baker Mayfield to a $50 million deal. That's what he's wanting, a $50+ million deal. You are on the verge of firing your head coach, and your quarterback is close to 30. Are you going to give him that kind of contract and then go hire a head? I mean, I wouldn't. Would you?
No, it might be time to push the reset button, Pickle. I mean, considering what's going on, If you're losing,
that's what I'm thinking too.
You're all pro you lost your Hall of Fame wide receiver. Mike Evans is going straight to the Hall, guys. And you lost him. You lost a couple key components on defense. You got another key component on defense asking for a trade. You got a quarterback that's upset. You insulted him with your offer. This is not a good situation. They've been calling for Todd Bowles' job for a couple years over there in Tampa Bay, to be honest.
It's time for a reset. It's time for the Tampa Bay Bucks to go through a rebuild.
I think
it's time for them to sell all their assets. You know, they really should start trading players away.
And amassing picks. I agree. Do it before it's too late. I mean, think about it. They might be able to get something for Baker right now. Why not go ahead and do it?
You're right. You're absolutely right.
You got one guy that's a second-year player he's throwing the ball to, basically.
Mm-hmm. Right.
What are you holding out for? What are you waiting for? It's like you got some star tight end down there in front of the Bucks.
Right. I mean, it's time for Tampa to reset. We're going way under.
That's gonna be the theme this year, boys. We're gonna call them tear it down, Tampa.
Yeah.
They need a rebuild. They need to tank this entire season. I would love to see it. Panther Pickle, let's move on over to your great state of Tennessee. They got the Tennessee Titans down for 6.5 wins. Not sure how I feel about this. You think they're going to go over or under on that?
I'm going to go over. And I'm going to go over because I like the coaching staff quite a bit. I like Robert Saleh. I like Brian Dabo. I like Gus Bradley. I even like John Fossil, their OC, or their special teams coach. They're switched to their base defense, their attack 4-3 defense. Jeffrey Simmons is one of the best pass rushing defensive ends in a 3-4 that ever played a 3-4. And now he gets to play inside all day long. All he has to do is smash your face on the inside. No quarterback's going to step into that pocket with Jeffrey Simmons there. Then you got John Franklin Myers, who was who loved playing for Robert Saleh. So I mean, now their offense, you know, they got Carnell Tate. They've got a young offense and they're still working together, but they do have Cam Ward. I
just feel like he's going to be better.
Yeah, I really do believe. I believe this team is going to be better. I think they're going to be led by their defense, but I think with Cam Ward learning with Carnell Tate, I really think they're going to have with Calvin Ridley still there too.
Punch. I like that.
Yeah, Calvin Ridley's still there too, so they've got pieces. I just think they'll win more than that. I think they'll win more than that.
They got a decent tight end out of Texas University. Right. Pickle, Gunnar Helm. I think we looked at him a little bit.
Right.
As well, Dees, how are you feeling about this? We overreacted?
Yeah, I'm not buying this. They've been a mess for a long time, and one of the reasons why they've been a mess is from the GM, and the GM has been replaced and is trying to fix things there in Tennessee, but it's not going to be this season. They just changed everything out with the coaching staff, and the players are young, and they're not ready to adapt this quickly. I don't know why y'all are thinking it's going to happen this year. It's going to be next year, so under.
Well, I mean, what was the number, Cole? The over or under?
6.5.
I'm not saying they're going to the Super Bowl. I'm just saying
7. They would have to get.
Yeah, I'm just going to say I think they'll win 7 to 10 games. Or maybe not. No, not 10's too much. 10 is too much.
I don't see. Yeah, you're right. I don't see.
I'm just saying maybe.
Y'all quit yelling at me. Just let me pick the under.
Oh, take the under. The way they've been playing, you're the right one right now. They got to get a lot better.
Y'all see,
I'm buying into the
y'all see the Steelers are going to suck, and the Titans are not, and that's how it's going to be.
And I'm thinking about that division as well. Like, what is the Colts going to do? What are they going to be like? I know we already talked about that. And then the Jaguars. Who else am I forgetting? I'm forgetting somebody. Jags, Titans, Jaguars. Oh, my God. Why can't I think of the last AFC South?
I can't find them. They're staring at me here. Texans.
They're just a little further west. That's why I couldn't think of them.
Right.
Yeah. Pickle, that's a shit show division, too. Any one of the
I
damn
mean,
teams can finish first, and any
right.
of the bitches can finish last. Any of them.
Yeah. I mean, I mean, if I'm looking at it and just right off the top of my head, the Colts still have Alec Pierce, but let's be real, the Colts season sets and rests on the shoulders of Daniel Jones. Does he come back on top? You
I
got
think he's going to have a good
Anthony
season, but I could be
Richardson.
crazy.
Anthony Richardson is still their number 2 quarterback. Does he come out with the idea of taking the job? I mean, it's a shit. You don't know what's going to happen there. You just don't.
All
I
right.
really would hate to pick this division.
I hate that division. That's probably one of the last divisions in football I would want to bet on. Pickle, seriously.
If I had to make a guess, I would say the Texans' defense is still the best defense in that division by a long shot.
Feels like it's their division to lose still, maybe. They're probably the front runner, I'm guessing. Let me see what their win total was. 9.5. Yeah, this is how close they got that division, Pickle. 9.5, 7.5, 9.5, 6.5. Pretty close division. All right. We got one more team. I'm going to give a little quick monologue about them because I really don't like this team either. And this goes way back deep from my childhood. Before there was even the Panthers, and still to this day, I think it may be a little bit better, and there's some Panthers coverage on there now. I am from North Carolina, but I am deep in the Northeast, and that is like the Tidewater viewing area. It's Redskins local coverage, always has been. Never have liked them. I have witnessed something bad happen to them in person. 2016, when our season was over, it was late in the year. They had playoff aspirations. I went to Monday Night Football in D.C. with my cousin, and we absolutely laid the smackdown on them and knocked them out the playoffs. So just want to throw that little tidbit in there on why I do not like the Washington Commanders. But their number is at 7.5. Not quite sure how I feel about that. That's another really wild division. You think they're going to go 8 or under with that?
I'm going to go under. I think Dan Quinn gets fired.
Ooh, I can see it. If they don't play good this year, he's going to. If Jaden Daniels isn't healthy and he goes south.
They do have Sonny Styles, but I still think they get fired. And
they got Terry McLaurin.
Frankie Louvu is a backup. Frankie Louvu is a backup. I would give a draft pick for Frankie Louvu.
Wow, he's behind Chanel on this depth chart I'm looking at.
He is.
You're right. Diesel Skills.
I'm going
to call them the hated Commanders.
Yeah.
They're at 7.5. You think they can get to 8, or are you going to go under?
I think I like the under, Cole. I'm going to go with the under on the Commanders.
I ain't mad at
I think Pickle's right. Dan Quinn's going to get fired this year. It's going to be unfortunate. It's not going to be all Dan Quinn's fault. There's other things working against him up there. Man, I like Jaden Daniels. And I like Jaden Daniels balling out. Yeah.
Right.
And he's got I love that wide receiver. I can't think of his name right now. It escapes me. Of course,
Terry McLaurin.
Yes. Old Scary Terry is what I like to call him.
Because
I love watching Scary
Dante
Terry
Jackson in person like I did.
I sure did.
Fact is, I'm going to throw this out to y'all. I would like to see Dan Quinn get fired in Washington and Ejiro Rivero get hired as a head coach somewhere, and we hire Dan Quinn as our DC.
So you're trying to just do the swap, give Washington Rivero for the head coach, and then Quinn is the DC.
I'm out to replace Rivero one
Appreciate
way
you, Big
for
Mike.
another.
Yeah, I'm going to respond to Mike right quick. I am wearing this beanie. There is a reason for this. I have been running hot and pretty pissed off about the Panthers all week long. So my apartment right now is set on like 67, and I have 2 fans blowing on me, so I can kind of. So yeah,
that's a lie, folks. We told him to cap his ass up, but he had to put that beanie on to cap his face. That's what they said. We told him to cap it, and he had to put that beanie on to hold the heat in.
Right. It's a little chilly in here right now. It's colder than my heart's been this week, Pickle. I'm going to be really honest. Okay, we've said this before, but I want to reiterate this before we get out of here. There is a reason that we've done this over and under. It's something that we're going to come back to. We may not remember all of our picks, but it's something I want to address probably once a month, once the season starts, so we can see who is on track and the stories that tell.
You should have wrote all these picks down, my friend.
We should. We could just make these do more work and then just scroll every video and then just take notes for us. Just kidding, D's. You do way too much work as it is.
I was gonna say piece of cake, Cole. No problem. I got you, man.
I'm good, boys. I don't really have too much. I'm already on the next week in my mind. I'm thinking about these pads hitting and some live football, even if it is preseason. Next week's gonna be a little different vibe. I'm gonna be probably in a way better mood because we're gonna be honoring the greatest middle linebacker in NFL history, in my opinion.
I might have to take next Friday off.
Listen to him.
I might. Anyway, I'll think about that later.
I was going to say episode 23 of the Cole Show, the Jordan episode, the MJ episode of the Cole Show. We induct Luke Kuechly into the Hall of Fame in Canton, Ohio. How exciting is that? And tomorrow night we'll be back live with Panthers Prime Time, hosted by D-Money. Yes, sir. It's going to be an exciting night for sure. I'm excited about the Blue and Black Attack. We got Invaders coming out over the weekend. Saturday morning, Invaders Spotlight will be ready for you. You guys are awesome. Thank you for supporting the Blue and Black Attack and the Invaders Spotlight. It's been totally great, man. Really appreciate all you guys. It's been a blast tonight. The chat's been awesome. The chat's still undefeated. Man, we've had some really good takes in the chat tonight, just like we did Monday, Pickle. I've been impressed, and I'm proud of all of us, and I just want everyone to keep pounding into this next week in the Cole Show where we induct Luke Kuechly into the Hall of Fame, and we finally get to see some Panthers football, guys. Time to get excited.
Panther Pickle, take us out of here. I appreciate y'all as always, man. I'll see you next week.
Yeah, all I got to say is keep pounding.
Keep pounding.
Okay.
Shipwrecks every day. Ain't no light shining through the darkness, but we sail into glory today. I've been down that lonesome road, carried more than my share of load, but the brotherhood found me when I was lost. Now we're rising up no matter the cost. They counted us out, said we wouldn't last, but we keep pounding. The die has been cast. Soaring, blue and black attack. The blues ain't coming back. Breaking through. Started 0 and 2, they wrote us off. Said our ship was going down, but 4 pillars stood together strong. Now we wear the playoff crown. Pickle brings that fire and truth. Call the wisdom, D's the youth. just hearts that fight through the pain. Unconditional love brought us here. Now the whole world gonna hear from Carolina to the coast. We keep pounding, that's our boast. Panthers rising, blue and black. Once you with us, ain't no turning back. Soaring, blue and black attack. The blues ain't coming back. Oh, soaring, blue and black attack. The blues ain't coming back. We done paid our dues in full. Now we breaking through. The blues ain't coming back. No, no, no. The blues ain't coming back. Ain't no lighthouse without you. Only shipwrecks every day. But we found that light shining through. We sail into glory today. The blues ain't coming back. Ain't coming back. Keep coming, blue and black.
Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you are subscribed to us. Make sure you got that notification bell on. We appreciate every single one of y'all. Make sure you comment. Make sure you share the video if you don't mind. We love every single one of y'all. Keep pounding.
Hell yeah.